It's happening faster than anyone predicted. The world is witnessing a transformation that, just a decade ago, would have seemed almost unimaginable. While the world focused elsewhere, on economic crises, pandemics, and political upheaval, China's military has undergone a stunning transformation, quietly and efficiently reshaping its armed forces into a modern powerhouse. Under Xi Jinping, China is not just modernizing, it's building a force to rival the world's best. Xi's leadership has injected a new sense of urgency and ambition into the People's Liberation Army, setting clear goals for global influence. The scale is staggering, a navy now larger than America's, with new aircraft carriers and submarines entering service at a pace that stuns military analysts. Missiles that can reach across the Indo-Pacific, threatening bases and fleets far beyond China's shores, have become a central pillar of its strategy, and there's a relentless drive to close the tech gap with the West. From hypersonic weapons to artificial intelligence, China is pouring resources into innovation. This isn't evolution, it's a revolution, state-directed, ambitious, and shrouded in secrecy. The government's tight control ensures that little escapes the public eye. Satellite images and intelligence reports reveal a nation on a war footing, with new bases, missile silos, and airfields appearing almost overnight. The story begins in Beijing's corridors of power, driven by Xi's vision of national rejuvenation, a dream of restoring China's place at the center of global affairs. For Xi, a powerful military is essential, not just for defense, but to enforce China's claims from the South China Sea to Taiwan, and to deter any foreign interference. This vision has unleashed vast resources and mobilized the country's industrial might. Factories run around the clock, and supply lines stretch across the nation. Scientists and engineers are racing to innovate, rapidly narrowing the technological divide. Each breakthrough brings China closer to military parity with the West. Much of this buildup is hidden: remote deserts, secretive factories, and new bases shielded from prying eyes. The true extent of China's military expansion is only now coming to light. Analysts around the world piece together the puzzle from satellite images, intercepted communications, and ship movements, trying to understand the full scope of China's ambitions. Each discovery reveals a military not just preparing for conflict, but building the capacity to win one, training, equipping, and organizing for modern warfare. The world is only now waking up to this new reality. Headlines warn of a shifting balance, and governments scramble to respond. China's intentions remain unclear, but its capabilities are undeniable. The pace and scale of its military rise have left many nations uneasy. The global balance of power is shifting fast. Decades of American dominance are being challenged in real time. The question is no longer if China can challenge American dominance, but when. The world stands at the threshold of a new era, one defined by the dragon's unseen ascent. Across China, a hidden industrial revolution is underway. In cities and far-flung provinces alike, the hum of machinery and the glow of factory lights signal a new era of relentless production. This is not just economic growth, it's a transformation with a singular purpose. Far from the bustling urban centers, a new kind of construction boom is reshaping the landscape. Satellite images reveal sprawling military complexes rising at breakneck speed, with entire regions being converted into strategic hubs. These are not ordinary buildings, they are the backbone of a rapidly expanding war machine. This is not routine modernization, it's the infrastructure of a war economy. Shipyards like Jiangnan are churning out destroyers, and carriers at a pace the world has never seen. Massive dry docks and assembly lines operate around the clock, launching new vessels that will soon patrol distant seas. The scale and speed are unprecedented, signaling a clear shift in priorities. Inland, secret research centers develop hypersonic weapons, advanced radar, and AI for warfare. These sites are built in remote areas, shielded from prying eyes, but satellites reveal their scale. Here, teams of scientists and engineers work in secrecy, racing to perfect technologies that could redefine the future of conflict. This is the brain of China's war machine, where tomorrow's weapons are born. The buildup is national in scope, fusing civilian and military industries. Private companies and universities are redirected to serve the PLA. Students, professors, and entrepreneurs alike are drawn into the orbit of military innovation, blurring the lines between academic research and weapons development. The entire economic engine is harnessed for one goal: military supremacy. Assembly lines that once produced consumer goods now turn out armored vehicles, drones, and advanced electronics. Every sector from heavy industry to high tech is mobilized to support the military's ambitions. This is military-civil fusion in action, subtle, integrated, and efficient. Civilian and military workers collaborate side by side, sharing expertise and resources. China's war economy is not a relic of the past, it's a 21st century reality, powered by innovation and state-driven coordination. The world's largest industrial base is now focused on building the world's most powerful military. The transformation is happening now, whether the world is ready or not. The stakes have never been higher, as China's war economy accelerates into the future, reshaping the global balance of power before our eyes. Deep in the vast, wind-swept expanse of the Gobi Desert, far from the eyes of the world, a dramatic transformation is underway. What was once an endless stretch of sand and rock is now the site of one of the most ambitious military buildups in modern history. Recent satellite images, analyzed by experts around the globe, have uncovered China's secret, an enormous network of military installations hidden in plain sight. These images reveal hundreds of newly constructed missile silos, arranged in precise grid patterns across the desert floor, signaling a scale of development never seen before in this region. This is a massive and deliberate expansion of China's nuclear and conventional missile capabilities, representing a significant shift in global military balance. The speed and scale of construction are unprecedented. Entire fields of silos have appeared in just months, not years, demonstrating China's determination and industrial might. This buildup is about more than just deterrence. It's about enhancing warfighting capability, survivability, and the ability to respond decisively in a crisis. The PLA Rocket Force, once operating in the shadows, now steps boldly into the spotlight, fielding advanced solid-fuel ICBMs like the DF-41, capable of reaching targets across continents. These hardened silos, protected by reinforced concrete and armored doors, ensure that China can absorb a devastating first strike and still retain the power to retaliate, making any attack a dangerous gamble. With this expansion, China moves ever closer to achieving nuclear parity with the United States and Russia, fundamentally altering the global balance of power. These missile fields provide a powerful shield for Beijing's regional ambitions, especially concerning Taiwan, and send a clear message to rivals and neighbors alike. The emergence of these missile complexes is a direct challenge to the established world order, raising urgent questions at the highest levels of international diplomacy. China is no longer just preparing for a potential conflict, it is actively building the capacity to fight and win one, reshaping military strategies worldwide. As the world watches, the global strategic calculus is shifting, and the Gobi's missile factories are at the heart of this new era of uncertainty and power. China's anti-access area denial strategy is a fortress of sensors, missiles, and cyber weapons. Its goal: keep the US military out of China's backyard, especially in a Taiwan crisis. The A2AD bubble stretches for thousands of miles, targeting US carriers, jets, and bases. Missiles like the DF-21D and DF-26 threaten ships and bases as far as Guam. Integrated with radars, satellites, submarines, and cyber warfare, this system creates a lethal environment. The US can no longer operate freely near China's coast. The Pentagon must now develop new tactics and technologies to counter this threat. The cost of intervention has skyrocketed. China's message is clear: this is our sphere of influence. Enter at your own risk. The balance of power in the Western Pacific is being rewritten. The PLA Rocket Force is China's military spearhead, controlling the world's largest missile arsenal. Recently, it was rocked by a massive corruption scandal, top leaders purged, secrets sold, and weapons compromised. Xi Jinping responded ruthlessly, replacing leadership and demanding absolute loyalty. The shakeup exposed deep flaws but also strengthened the force. New leaders from other services are driving joint operations and combat readiness. The Rocket Force is now more integrated, technologically advanced, and focused on high-tech war. Out of crisis, it has emerged more dangerous than ever. It remains the sharpest arrow in China's quiver. The launch of the Fujian, China's first modern aircraft carrier, marks a new era. Unlike its predecessors, the Fujian boasts electromagnetic catapults, a leap in naval technology. Built entirely in China, it's a symbol of national pride and industrial might. The Fujian can launch a wider variety of aircraft, including vital support planes. It's the centerpiece of a true blue-water navy, capable of global operations. The carrier's arrival is a strategic milestone, signaling China's intent to project power far from home. While full operational capability is years away, the message is clear. China is ready to join the world's naval elite. The Fujian is more than a ship, it's a declaration of ambition. China's maritime future has arrived. China's ambitions go far beyond the Fujian. The goal: a world-class blue-water navy with multiple carrier strike groups by the 2030s. Shipyards work around the clock, launching more warships annually than most nations' entire fleets. The focus is regional dominance, especially in the South China Sea and around Taiwan. Amphibious ships, destroyers, submarines, and support vessels are all part of the buildup. But China's reach is expanding bases in Djibouti, port access in Pakistan and Sri Lanka, and eyes on the Indian Ocean. A Chinese carrier group in the Indian Ocean would reshape the region's strategic balance. The world's largest peacetime naval buildup is underway. China's blue water dream is fast becoming reality. The global maritime order is being redrawn. As China's navy and missile forces grow, so does its nuclear arsenal. The era of minimum deterrence is over. Hundreds of new silos signal a major shift. China is on track for over 1,000 warheads by 2030, rivaling the US and Russia. Land-based ICBMs and new ballistic missile submarines create a robust nuclear triad. Submarines with JL-3 missiles can now target the US from the South China Sea. This secure second strike capability emboldens Beijing and complicates crisis management. The nuclear shadow now looms over the Indo-Pacific and beyond. The US and its allies must contend with a China that is both a conventional and nuclear peer. The risks of miscalculation and conflict have never been higher. The global order is shifting before our eyes. China's military machine is now a present-day reality, not a distant threat. Its navy, missile force, and nuclear arsenal challenge American power in the Indo-Pacific and beyond. Regional nations are rethinking defense, alliances are strengthening, and a new arms race is underway. The US faces a stark choice: accept China's sphere of influence or compete and risk confrontation. Navigating this era of great power rivalry will define the century. The world holds its breath as China's war machine stands ready. The pieces are in place for a new chapter in history. Who will write it remains uncertain. The future, peaceful competition or a clash of titans, hangs in the balance.